Let's take a look at the amount of cases. How many cases have been reported of women being sterilized without their consent?
So far, since 2008, we have 40 cases that were recorded and found. And from those 40 cases, only 18 were taken up legally because others were prescribed. The time has passed. Legally in Namibia, it only takes 3 years for a case to be trialed. Yeah.
All right. And so when were the very first cases, when were you notified of the very first cases, and from which regions did they come?
Okay, the first cases, it all started in 2008, whereby Namibia Women Health Network was leading a project called Young Women's Dialogue. On that project, we call all women from all regions, the young women that are living with HIV, to come to Windhoek for a training. Then on the last day, that is when we were educating them on sexual reproductive rights.
Yes.
Then 3 women stood up and told us that they were sterilized without their consent. So this is how we come to know about this first sterilization.
Yeah, and then that is how we felt to further the investigation and do more research, and that is how we came about the 40 cases.
The 40 cases?
Yeah.
All right. So these women, are they all from one particular region? Are they scattered throughout the country? Do they come from one maternity hospital? How did this happen?
There were 3 women. They were from different regions. One from Karas, Komas, and Oshana region. Those are Keetmanshoop Hospital, Oshakati Hospital, and Central.
These are the hospitals that carried out the sterilizations. You know, during your dialogue with these women, how did the process take place? How did it happen?
Yeah.
Did they go into hospital for a checkup? How did this happen?
Usually, it happened during the time of their labor. Some came because we had one case whereby a young woman came with overdosage of medication. She wanted to do suicide because the same day she found out of her status, she was not. The counseling was not done properly, and she was also, at the time, she was also pregnant, and she took doses of medication to kill, to do suicide. When she came to the hospital, the doctor told her that the only way they could assist her is if she could give consent for sterilization. And that's the only way they could do the abortion because of the medication, overdose of medication. The baby could not have been kept, and that is how one of the women gave into sterilization. But she was saying that it was not her will. She didn't have.
It was done without her consent.
Yes.